So let's go ahead and pull up your catalog here.
This is about to be an emotional journey. You know?
Hey, let's go. Let's go. All right. So the name of your album, why did you call it that? And what made you uh, go through this album? Like what made you want to create this album?
Um, so it all really, it all started like it started clicking for me around like 2022.
Okay.
Um, I had I had lost my grandmother in like the summer of 2021, like right after I dropped the album before this one, and that album was called "To Be Immortal." There was a lot of themes of immortality and mortality throughout it. So I found it pretty like it's like not crazy timing, but it's just like I'm so in tune with this idea of more immortality and like my grandmother's like fighting for her life the whole time I'm like making this album. So that hit me pretty hard. And that pretty much sent like ripples through the family. Um, you know, frustrations with like me and my mom or building a relationship with my pops, kind of seeing like where I fit in all this and just yeah, I'm always somebody that holds on to like my feelings and I process. I sit with them. Sometimes I bury them. So it was getting to a point where I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to hold my feelings anymore. I felt very like on the edge, like I need to do something.
Yeah.
So um Kendrick's Mr. Morale album, it kind of like is almost a catalyst for putting things into motion because I knew I wanted to make something. Like I was playing with this name of like my last name Holman, but like WHOLE, like something, but I didn't like it
Yeah.
all the way. So just being a complete person or getting closer to being a complete person. Then Mr. Morale comes out in that Count Me Out song. It's a great song. I really enjoyed the first half, and I did a remix to that. So I think that's still on my Instagram, like way back when I did the
Yeah.
remix. Um, I was actually crying doing it. I actually wanted to record part of that verse while crying, but I couldn't pull it off. So
Oh man.
yeah, it didn't work out. But the name "Crying Behold" kind of like registered immediately. So that's when I decided this is the name of the project. This is what it's going to be about. The things that play into why I am the way I am. So to give you a heads up, I know you can't really see it on the album, but the album is broken up into 3 acts.
Okay.
So the first act is the stagnated act, where it's like feeling frustrated or stuck in life, and this longing for like movement or progress. And I'm kind of in that position a lot in my life. So that's the first act. The second act is bereavement, and I'm sorry, the first act ends at zoo.
Okay.
So then the second act starts with "Want to Live," which is about death and how it affects me. So there's that. And by emotions, number 8, that's the final act, which is love and family. I have love, the word love and family like separated because they don't always go hand in hand. They just are two things that exist.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm discussing love life or like family stuff. And that's the album basically, just to give that heads up.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and start.
Oh man.
So I went ahead and I put the link. So if you guys want to go ahead, after we do the reaction, if you guys want to go ahead and enjoy the album for yourselves, I put the link in the in the chat so you guys can enjoy it. All right, so let's go ahead and start.
Gotta put both ears in for this.
Cry and behold, the young die often, I just like to be old. What a sight to behold, a man trying to live up to his last name. But first gotta shy away from all the vices he holds. Home isn't home anymore, buried feelings I can't control anymore. I gotta go when there's no room to grow anymore. And I really wanna speak these days. I can't sleep, I don't eat, I want peace these days. That same peace, it requires some reflection. Cleaning up ancestral messes, paying for generational shit that I inherit. Got me wondering if family is a word or not. If family is a verb, then that would confirm a lot. Victims making victims, expecting their pain to be the measuring rod for you to determine if you're hurt or not. How many times have you shown appreciation to ever know that you're underappreciated? How much love have you ever
That was a
given
bar.
to know about a return on love that seems missing? Are my hands the only dirty hands here? Will you act like they are? Owning up isn't the issue. Acting like I'm the only one that needs to is. You don't ever gotta eat if they feed you shit. I stopped doing music for therapeutic uses. This time around I feel I need to get back to it. Self-imposed writer's block got me running. Afraid of public consumption. And parties involved facing judgment, but fuck it. New paths to be tread, tears to be shed. If balance is key, then unlock me from these chemicals in my head. Yeah. Cry and behold. Cry and behold.
You know what I get from that, it's as a man, it's hard for, I speak for myself. I'm speaking for myself. It's hard to express emotions,
Yeah.
and it's hard to let out um how you're really feeling. And this is a good song right here. It's a
Thank you.
really good song. It's allowing myself to go to that place. And I do like the song.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
it
problem.
was supposed to be kind of like this spoken word thing,
Yeah.
but it just kind of turned into me flowing over the beat. I'm just like, oh, I guess I'll stick with it.
Hey, but it was still good, man. It was good.
Thank you.
So that was the first song. The first song was called. I'm gonna start putting the names of the title
Hmm.
of all the songs in the description. So the first one was "Cry." The next one is "Where Do I Go." Alrighty.
Oh, I not to like keep. I don't want to get too carried away, but the Mr. Morale was like a catalyst, right? But I
Yeah.
was also kind of like, to me, this album is like the substance or the concepts, ideas of Mr. Morale, but kind of like the experimentation of like a 808s as far as like vocally. Um, because I was auto tune god on this album, but not like ridiculous levels. But I was trying to find ways to convey that emotion, you know. So to me, I
Yeah.
look at this as like an attempt to like fuse those two albums.
Hey man, well you got a fan in here, Rome the Goat.
Yeah, it was good, Tyler.
All right, so let's go on to where do I go? And again, if you guys want to go ahead and drop, let me pause the song. I'm sorry about that. If you guys want to go ahead and drop any questions for Rome, um, we'll go ahead and ask the questions after we finish with the reactions.
I've been thinking about a better path lately. I've been feeling, I've been hella sad lately. I've been thinking about a better path lately. I've been feeling, I've been hella sad lately. These past few years took an emotional toll. Fuck pockets, the cost to burn a hole through your soul. Still I rise, I'm Angelo with the glow. Still I rise, I'm Angelo with the glow. Overthinking, I'm a victim of it. In my head when I'm in the public, trying hard not to get corrupted. Looking within, trying to find the love, masking emotions, that's three things I'm tired of. I've been thinking about a better path lately. I've been feeling, I've been hella sad lately. I've been thinking about a better path lately. I've been feeling, I've been hella sad lately. It's been family on my mind, cause since 2020 it's been family on the line. My grandma's gone, my mind replays the images. Never truly cope cause we stayed reliving it. My grandfather's not the same man that I knew. Diabetes, 3 strokes, think of the damage that do. Took him out of hospice, avoiding the cold fact. He might not make it if he ever goes back. Never wanted this pain, give it back. Never ever going the same, give it back. Never wanted this rain, I give it back. Never wanted this change, give it back. Wishing I could cry somewhere, give me that. Wishing trauma die somewhere, just give me that. Wishing that my mind was spared, give me that. Wishing it was fine, fair. Wishing the way shit was fine.
That last little section was Kanye inspired. You know, that Runaway 9-minute version. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So far, man. This. Oh man.
I told you, man. I told you.
Yeah. Nah, you're good, man. And you see, it's good to get different types of. I'm also experimenting with listening to different types of art, and reacting to different types of music, and this is perfect. So I don't know. You're saying that it's good for the feels and all that stuff, but I think that it's perfect because I'm also experimenting with different types of hip hop, and listening to it. I'm enjoying it so far.
Thank you.
It's really good. All right, so the next one is the last, Kill My Strength.
Shout out to y'all in the comments, man.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video. It doesn't just help me out, it helps Rome out as well. Helps him and myself get into the algorithm.
Yeah. I would vanish if I could, abandon this for good. I'm sure you understand if you standing where I stood. It's not A matter of seeing who gon' miss me. Despite wondering, cause my curiosity gets me. I need to decompress. I need to leave. I need to breathe and relieve the stress. As memories collect my regrets, I can't sidestep. Like, why let her get as close as she did? Why I couldn't see my homies a bitch? Why let these people play with me? Why let y'all bad vibes stay with me? Insane to me, but it stops here. I gotta break away from it. If I stuck around, then I'd waste away from it. Toxic redundancy. And it's draining fraudulence, infectious mentalities that I don't support a bit. Sometimes the only win I get is air when them losses hit. So unfortunate, I'm washing my hands of all of this. It's the last year, you gon' waste my time. It's the last year, I'm gon' say it's fine. It's the last year, I'm gon' feel this way. And it's the last year you try to kill my strength. It's the last year you gon' waste my time. It's the last year, I'm gon' say it's fine.
Yo, what?
It's the last year, I'm gon' feel this way. And this the last year you try to kill my strength. Trying to do shit wise, reduce my pride. Same time I feel like I let too much slide. Ego would tell me I'm looking so weak, but at the end of the day, all I can say is I chose me, therefore I chose peace. But when I look inside, it's no peace, so I don't sleep. Motivation is sporadic, my body is tired. I should probably retire, thinking I'm far from the days where I'd be admired. Not woke enough to be whole yet, but woke enough to know that I'm a whole mess. Dreaming is waking up from reality and cold sweats. To me at least, in order for us to be complete, can't reissue the issues that we receive. This don't always feel like a safe space. No deep breaths, no resets, just misplaced weight. In a world that drains energy and breaks faith. This the last year you gon' waste my time. This the last year I'm gon' say it's fine. This the last year I'm gon' feel this way. And this the last year you try to kill my strength. This the last year you gon' waste my time. This the last year I'm gon' say it's fine. This the last year I'm gon' feel this way. And this the last year you try to kill my strength.
I never thought about it like that. Man, Kevin in his scholar bag right now. Yeah, this was my favorite song to, as far as like process, like the singing in the back. I was just really vibing with the auto tune heavy, seeing what worked or what I liked. I was actually sick when I made this. Or when I did the verses, I was sick, but I let it rock. I was like,
shit, it didn't sound like it, man.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, this works.
You were sick lyrically. How about that?
Yeah, we gonna run with that.
Yeah, we'll roll with that. Let's go.
Tyler, you're asking the wrong questions, Duke.
Wait, what? Hold on. Where you been asking questions at?
The flu is crazy.
I found my way in the zoo. I found my way to the truth. Staying sane, proud lions, tigers, and bears.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I actually reacted to this one.
Yeah.
This has to be one of your favorite songs, man.
Oh.
One of my favorite songs of yours.
Thank you.
Because it's true.
You know what's funny about this song? When I played this for my mother, she said that this song is exactly how she felt when she was pregnant with me.
And
okay, hold on to that, because I'm gonna bring that back like towards the last song.
Okay, all right, let's go. Hey, Kevin. All right, man. I won't pause it anymore. I'm sorry. Let's go.
I found my way in the zoo. I found my way to the truth. Staying sane, proud lions, tigers, and bears. The vipers are near. I gotta move. 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 I found my way in the zoo. I found my way to the truth. Staying sane around lions, tigers, and bears, the vipers in there. I gotta move. 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 I gotta go. I gotta grow. Niggas is animals, bitches is animals. Nobody follows the code. They do not follow the models of old. So I don't confide in the soul. The apple is rotted and cold. Slightly, I'm panicking, thinking I'm stranded in here with the savages. How can I manage it? Maybe abandon ship. I did not ask for this. I don't got time for sleep. I don't got time for peace. I don't got time for defining me. As y'all can see, sanity spirals. I hear the sirens. I hear the growls. Nothing but violence. Everything foul. Inside I'm dying, but this is my vow. I'ma get out of here, but then again I'ma get out of where? This state of mind or this state of mind, surrounded by personal demons, or these regular people I'm seeing, turn rabbit from lack of achieving. It's doggy dog, but we hardy hard, not knowing how far we fall. I'm in the zoo, I found my way in the zoo, I found my way to the truth. Staying sane, around lions, tigers, and bears, the vipers in there. I gotta move, I gotta move, I gotta move. I gotta move. I gotta move. I found my way in the zoo. I found my way to the truth. Staying sane around lions, tigers, and bears, the vipers in there. I gotta move. I gotta move. I gotta move. I gotta move. I gotta move.
Sometimes I'm wanting to scream. All of the pressure is falling on me. All the depression is following me. I do not mention it talking to me. Talking to me. Talking to me.
Yeah, that beat is one of them ones.
Oh yeah.
When I heard this, I'm like, oh, I'm using this immediately.
Yeah. So okay, so I did a reaction to this song, and I remember what I said in the reaction, where you're very straight to the point, and it has, like, you're giving us your meaning to it, but you also have other hidden meanings behind it.
Yeah.
So for, the people that weren't getting the second and third meaning, can you tell us what you were thinking whenever you made it?
So it's just the concept of where I'm from. Well, they refer to certain places as like a concrete jungle, that type of stuff. So I wanted to play with that idea a little bit. So I wanted to explain just like the train of thought with like somebody that's kind of sort of losing their sanity in an environment that's just also insane. So yeah, this guy. So like certain things like I hear the growls, that was kind of like a reference to KRS-One, whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the beast, that kind of thing, where it's just like I'm just kind of continuing this thread, this established thread already. That's really it. I just wanted to just illustrate what it might sound like in somebody's head. So there's some sirens passing by right now, like
Yeah.
it's just that's really it. I just wanted to illustrate that, and I feel like it was a fitting end to the act, where it's like, hold on, my cat is doing something right now. My good friend, can you stop? So I just felt like it worked as an ending to the stagnated act. That's really it. Ain't not much else to it.
Yeah, them sirens, man. They're a doozy.
Man.
There's a ambulance.
Not ambulance. There's a
Fireplace.
Fireplace like right next to me.
Yeah.
And just
Fire
always.
station. There we go.
Yeah, I had a brain fart, but we back.
All right, let's go. So the next one is called "Wanna Live."
Yes. This is the start of the second act, the bereavement act.
And again, this album is called Cry and Be Whole. If you guys want to find it, it's on YouTube Music. What other platforms is it on? If they don't have YouTube Music,
It's on everything, but it's also on Even if you want to buy direct, directly.
Okay.
But it is everywhere else.
All right, man. Go if I don't know if you have access to typing on here, but if you want to go ahead and type the Even in the chat, so that way everybody can find it. I don't know if you can see it on your side.
They want me to join the chat. I gotta check off it so much.
Oh, Tyler says he got you.
Oh, good looks.
All right, so let's
Not all
go
heroes
ahead.
wear capes, man.
Yeah, they're just Tylers. Let's go.
Niggas gon' be niggas, keep your head low. Sign up for this life, it's like it's death row. Look around, see there's no one left though. We don't deserve this, it's what we get though. There's a target on your back, baby boy. There's a target on your back. There's a target on your back, baby girl. You a target cause you black and wanna live. Do I want this still? It's passion, it's a thrill. But I reconsider every time a rapper gets killed. How many blacks are vessels that are vacant? They there for the taking, they possessed by hatred. So much devastation. These are the days of our lives. The same outlet that was saving our lives is taking our lives. In turn, we chase our demise. Can't be cultured with these agents inside. No, sometimes I feel like my people are doomed. Can we ever be one with all these different views? It's documented, we never on the same page. We might not ever be strong enough to maintain. We might not be whole enough to ever make change. But sadly, I contribute to these strange ways. I never known community, never shown community. I'm showing do it good for me, someone else gonna ruin me. I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of us, I swear. I wish we could just take all this shit back. Just why does it have to be like this? Nigga born in the wrong era, I think. I just want to go back to a time where we wasn't enemies with each other. Then again, maybe we always were enemies with each other. Niggas gon' be niggas, keep your head low. Sign up for this life, it's like it's death row. Look around, see there's no one left though. We don't deserve this, it's what we get though. There's a target on your back, baby boy. There's a target on your back. There's a target on your back, baby girl. You a target cause you black and wanna live. Everyone's so reckless, I gotta condemn it. My mother always say I walk around unprotected. My soul ain't right enough on this path that I'm headed. But like dreams could get lost, soaking intentions. I told myself once I made it, I would fix it all. Whatever issues me and we have would get resolved. So instead of facing demons, I just dish it off. Not considering this is why that I haven't lifted off. What if I ain't blow cause issues ain't get fixed first? If I was hurt looking for worth, then it would get worse. No clarity needed amongst the indecent. The pain will be deep in being another mistreated. Niggas gon' be niggas, and niggas always scheming. Ruin integrity, using your energy till depleted. We are our own darkest secret. How many lose life looking for it? This hill is the steepest.
I agree.
Yeah, this one was this was actually inspired by when Takeoff died. So I mean I wasn't necessarily like a Migos fan, but just
R.I.P.
R.I.P. with how often, you know, people die or rappers die. And
yeah,
it was just like, yo, do I even want this? Because it's like once you
get to a certain place, there's like you're marked for like, you know, death in a way. Or if you hang around certain people, or, you know, like these certain like energy vampires where like people just drain you of everything good, and like, do I really even want that, you know? And also playing with this concept of like, I haven't even gotten there yet because I haven't really sat down with myself and figured myself out. I was just putting it to the side and just trying to like blow up or whatever, and not really even knowing that that could be leverage that somebody who doesn't mean me well could have over me.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's
But,
what this song is.
Hey, Kevin is spitting right now.
Yo, I never said men, man.
Nah, to be honest with you, that's why you have to keep your circle this small.
Yeah.
Never let it get big. If you keep your circle this small and you let you only let the people you trust in that circle, all that stuff will never happen.
Yeah. That's, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, to make light of it. I've always had this thing where in my head it's like, yo, once I make it or I blow up, let's say I get invited to one of these parties, yo, we all have our own drinks. Nobody take any drinks from nobody. Like, you know,
I wouldn't even go.
we make sure we all good, you know.
Yeah.
So
BYOB.
yeah, bring your own bottles. If Diddy call in, bring your own bottles, man. Don't
even go.
That's true.
Don't even go.
But if you're curious,
if you're curious,
you make sure you good, you know.
And don't stay till the end.
That's a fact. When you say it's time for the kids to go, that's when you go.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man. So the next one is Last Words.
Oh, so this one, sorry.
No, go ahead.
This one is like,
that's why you're here, bro. So that way you could give us, you know, what you were thinking in that moment. You know, give us what you were thinking in that moment. Give us your thought.
This song is like my favorite because I just like let go, you know. Like, this song is like 5 and change, and it's like really long verses where I'm just getting it all out, you know. Not really caring about anybody being like, oh man, these verses are so long. It's like the journey is too important to, you know, cut it. So like this song is like one of my favorites because of the story it tells and the sense of urgency behind it. Like, it's just one of those ones for me.
All right. So
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to kick my cat out because he's doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Hey, you're good. You're good. I kicked my cats out too.
Yeah,
you know, not allowed in here when I'm making videos and stuff.
You know the struggle.
They're out of here. Yeah.
Let me get him out of here. My guy. All right. That guy is a lot. That cat is a lot. That's my boy though.
Look, Kevin Ortiz said, "Kick the cat. Your dog's in here."
Come on, man.
All right, so let's go ahead and play Last Words.
I always struggle with my last words. I be thinking that I got more time. I always struggle with my last words. I be wishing I had one more try. I always struggle with my last words. I be thinking that I got more time. Look, I hate struggling with last words. I be wishing I had one more try. Death was foreign to me when I was young. Almost 30 years later, and it all got me numb. Correction. In my adolescence, many funerals attended, but no emotional connection. My sister's fam never hit close to home until I was around 12 years old. My grandfather, he was my biological. Never thought maybe for him loving me was optional. Cause I ain't meet him till he knew that he was dying. Introverted at first, and I was always quiet. Took too long to warm up, his cancer at better timing. But he linked us with my aunt and my cousins, one of which fits topic of discussion. Our mother's sisters and our father's brothers. You were my twin, the same blood as one another. And I wish we got closer. 2-year difference, but she was moving like a grown-up. Too grown for me, born with sickness, healthy weight made it seem different. Lost touch and reconnected and seen all of it was missing. It broke me to the core of my soul, utterly confused me why she was all bones. Underlying truth that was never told, it ain't registered that maybe my cousin went full blown. And that pneumonia was the nail in the coffin. Seen her in the hospital, couldn't do any talking. Looked in her hazy eyes, wish I said I loved you before I said goodbye. And after that, she was relocated and I was hoping she was fine. But we ain't know where you were and that was for some time. Till one morning I find out online, I had to find out on Facebook that my cousin died. I couldn't even recognize who was in that casket. Shriveled skin, tiny body, I'll never get past it. I still got some healing to do, but this regret plays part in every feeling I lose. I always struggle with my last words. I be thinking that I got more time. I always struggle with my last words. I be wishing I had one more try. I always struggle with my last words. I be thinking that I got more time. Look, I hate struggling with last words. I be wishing I had one more try. This regret burns deep. 2 years later, my great-grandmother's turned to sleep. Kentucky lady I last seen when I was young. Too caught up in me to ever go back to a love. Now misery chose me for this song to be sung. I should've got to know her better. Every birthday since I met her, I would get her letters. She never would forget us. I swear I was a dumb child. A child with no foresight involved. Inside myself I would crawl anywhere that wasn't home. Just wanna be left alone. Her and my grandmother's bond was lesser known, but it didn't matter. Cause that sickness came for Grandma Tina. My mother and grandmother went to
Well, that's because you was there when I made it.
Long enough for them to go greet her, losing the fight, but her baby's love was enough to free her. She stopped fighting and let the universe receive her. My fear of losing more loved ones was coming true. Got the call, tell the rest of the fam start coming through. The funeral was a day before I turned 22. Skip ahead, now I'm 26 in the pandemic, urging my grandparents stay safe cause this shit is hectic. You're both diabetic, high blood pressure, don't be reckless. I seen all the bodies on the stretchers. Everybody acting like it ain't real till they catch it. All it took was one conversation from a brother in the elevator. After that, they never saw each other. Both sent to the hospital, got us all feeling colder. He passed right away, but we never told her. Wanted her to focus, eat, get her oxygen right, cause then we could leave this hospital. Right, wrong. She was in there for about 4 months long. Blood transfusion, she was on the vents, barely holding on, scared to sleep, cause of news I could wake up to. Traumatized, waking up to mama's cries, fearing grandma Barbara died. Man, this shit got me horrified. I saw you every week, scared of what I might see, wishing you were free every time a nigga had to leave. Trying to hold back from shedding tears, hearing you ask for fam that's been dead for years. I'm dreading the end is near. No, you made it to your birthday, June 11th. Happy to see you made it this far, but on the inside, I felt like we were out of time. My hope declined the day after my mama told me that her mama died. Cry, wishing I had one more try. Cry, wishing I had one more try. One more try. One more try. Wishing I had one more try. One more try.
Damn.
Yeah. That
Damn.
you know.
Hey man, sorry for your losses, man.
Appreciate it. Um, that that whole thing, man. That second half about my grandmother, a lot of that stuff was supposed to be another song. Um, it was a song I was originally writing for her, but I never finished it. I couldn't finish it because it was more of a documentation of everything that was happening rather than a celebration of her. And I just didn't want to use it. I didn't like where it was going until I started writing this song. And then I felt like it made more sense to put it here because I am documenting like a lot of the key deaths in my life that have affected me. Um, and yes, I want it to be as relatable as possible, you know, because death does a number on all of us, you know.
Most definitely. All right. So the next one is Once Was.
I wish I could pick up the phone and hear your voice. Grandma, do you hear your boy? Did you forsake me? Did you forsake me? I miss you, Grandma. I wanna hear you, wanna be near you, wanna be with you, Grandma. Hoping you could grant my wish. In my dreams, we could have a trip. In my dreams, we could laugh a bit. Cause right now, I'm staring at your candle. It hurts too much to handle it. I love you, Grandma. I should've showed you, I should've told you. I wanna hug you, Grandma. And dance to songs that I used to mock. Even some of the songs I dropped. See the films that you love to watch. Maybe we can make up for all the gems that I never got. Rest easy, Grandma. As long as I live as one of your kids, you would never leave me, Grandma. But I do wish you would come back to us. Family dinner, we'd laugh it up. Family pictures don't have enough. Can we fix it and patch it up? Can we ever get back your love? And I'm walking in your house, missing what it once was. You kept this place alive with so much love. Now I can't find it, I can't find it when I look around. Know you in the sky, but I'm still looking down. You were the sweetest, Grandma. The things that occurred you didn't deserve, still don't believe it, Grandma. Memories when I look at you, coloring books with you, trying to be as good as you. Favorite colors I even took from you. You had the artist touch that I couldn't use. I wanna see you, Grandma, forever in hearts, wherever you are. I know it's peaceful, Grandma. I imagine you free at last, free from future, free from past, free from pain, free from sad, free from shame, free from fam, not bound here to see us clash. Forgive us, Grandma. Know we all blood, it ain't all love, he ain't really with us, Grandma. Enough with him, what's up with you? Wanna send my love to you. When you see me in my dreams, hope I can get that hug from you. And I'm walking in your house, missing what it once was. You kept this place alive with so much love. Now I can't find it, I can't find it when I look around. Missing what it once was. Missing what it once was. Missing what it once was. What it once was. Wish I could pick up the phone and hear your voice. Grandma, do you hear your boy? Did you forsake me? Did you forsake me?
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I was very conflicted writing this one because, you know, I finally was able to write something about my grandmother. You know, for a long time after she passed, I couldn't. It didn't come out. You know, like I mentioned earlier, like what did come out was like the documentation, but like I wasn't letting my heart, you know, like pour out. But then when I finally was writing it and finishing the song, I was in her house when I wrote that song, really, because I was I was working over there taking care of my grandfather, her husband. So I was like,
Mm.
it's just a really like depressing state where it's like, yo, this place just ain't the same without you, like, and it shows. Um, but then it was also conflicting because um, I was just trying to figure out what to say because it made me kind of realize that there are some spots where um, there are some dynamics of me and my grandmother's relationship that we should have had or made stronger. Like she never really gave me a lot of advice, stuff like we never had like super serious talks, so it kind of like hurt me to realize that. Um,
Yeah.
and the intro where I'm talking about did she forsake me? It's like after she passed, I dreamt about her a lot, but she never spoke to me. I didn't hear her voice in my dreams when I saw her. So it's kind of like, are you mad at me or something? Like, did I do something wrong? It's just like it would be nice to hear her sometimes in my dreams. But yeah, that was a challenging one. That was a challenging one.
And sometimes I don't know if I've said it before, but I have written before, and I used to do it for fun, right? When it was a struggle for me to write my feelings down, I was more of a person that would just spew out lyrics and do that. But whenever it got down to me writing down my lyrics, I wasn't really, or me writing down lyrics that actually hit, or things that happened in my life. It was hard for me to write because I just didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
So it's very understandable. It's
Yeah.
very understandable.
That's a whole thing in itself. That's a whole obstacle, like making that decision to go there.
Yeah. Cause you get really into it, and then you just either break down or you feel nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just, I didn't want to test the water, so that's why I never really wrote anything that would make me feel that way. But I do, yeah. That's why I listen to this type of hip hop, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I like it. I love this. And it takes a lot for the artist to actually write like this.
Yeah, that was something that I ran through my head a lot, where it's like, artists that are typically in my realm as far as like being recognized and stuff and notoriety. This is like almost like a no, where it's like just to be so vulnerable so early in your career, you know. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. to all the good grandmas, grandmammies. Yeah. So to make that decision, where it's like being so vulnerable and so honest with maybe sometimes nobody to hear is just kind of like very risky, but I feel like I needed to do this so I could just do the next thing. This needed to happen for me.
Yeah. And it is good to write your emotions down, but I could just never do that. It was hard to kind of write down my grievances, write down everything, my feelings. It was it's just one of those things that I could never do. And the guy I would rap with, he would do it, but it was hard for me to get to that place.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the next one is called Emotions.
Yeah, this is the start of the final act. So it's love and family.
All right.
shit. All in my emotions. Falling for your dumb shit. All in my emotions. Hey. Look, I ain't get it then, but I get it now. You ain't love yourself, so you had me stick around. You loved all the love I was giving out, but you was hands free when it's time to send it round, right? And I ain't love myself enough to know better. Too caught up in you, thinking there's no better. Silly me, it is what it is. As far as love, baby, you don't always get what you give. Like why we on this phone, you ain't trying to connect. Love is a gamble, maybe this ain't the table to bet. Inside's never the first place that I check. Looking for love, but maybe that should be what's next. I gotta know me. There's some shit about your boy you couldn't show me. Sweet nothings in my ear trying to hold me. Do you remember all the dreams that you sold me? I listened closely, you had me falling for your dumb shit. All in my emotion. You had me falling for your dumb shit. You had me all in my emotion. Falling for your dumb shit. You had me fall in my emotion. You had me falling for your dumb shit. I spent a lot of time all in my emotion. I spent a lot of time checking for you. I ain't God's gift, but I was present for you. I got my problems, you got yours. I should've called on and called it off right away, but common sense tends to fly away. Running major game through all these minor plays. Now I see it could've never been real. You was tolerating me cause you just wanted to feel. May have liked me a little, but it wasn't enough. Bad timing, I don't mind it, it just wasn't for us. Ignoring me like self-love wasn't a must. Probably would've learned sooner that this wasn't a crush. I gotta know me. There's some shit about your boy you couldn't show me. Sweet nothings in my ear trying to hold me. Do you remember all the dreams that you sold me? I listened closely, you had me falling for your dumb shit. All in my emotions. Yeah. Falling for your dumb shit. All in my emotions. Right. Falling for your dumb shit. You had me fall all in my emotion. You had me falling for your dumb shit. You had me all in my emotion.
Hey, man. Yeah, that's a hit.
You fucking with that one?
Yeah, I fuck with that one.
Appreciate that. That was just like that was a groovy tune. But you know, it's real talk. You know, like when you just revisiting something from the past with like fresher eyes, and not really like playing the blame game because it's like I play a part in it too. But you know, that's just it's a part of it. You know, like looking back at other stuff, realizing certain things about yourself, and then just moving forward. But I feel like it was necessary to kind of like break up some of the melancholy a little bit with that. But
And that again, it was I like that song. Honestly, to be honest with you, like I'm looking at how many plays this has. I don't understand why. Like this has been a really good album so far. I don't understand why you're not getting, you know, I don't understand it.
you know, I could have. I'll tell you. So I could have, I guess, pushed a little more with these songs for streaming because you know when it was by direct, I made a good amount of money. You know, shout out to those that purchased. So it was almost like what I made there kind of made up for the lack of streams here, in a way.
I see. I see.
But yeah, I still there are still songs on here that definitely need a push, and I could definitely come back and you know make something happen with those.
And you said it's on even.biz?
Yes,
It's on even? Okay. All right. I'll look for it during the next song.
appreciate
But
that.
yeah, so it is still about me. That's the next one.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not sure if I could ever love properly. I don't know if I should tell you this. Scared I can't love you, I don't have an ounce for me. I've always been a little lover boy. Never found anyone to really love your boy. Then you came along, put a change in my tune, changing my song. Happy I'm finally making this bond. Was scared you'll leave, but then again it's never taken this long. I tend to keep distressing myself. I shut down cause it feels pointless expressing myself. Then I'll be invalidated, told I'm wrong. It's what I'm used to, what I don't wanna put you through. I don't get apologies, I don't do much apologizing, but I'm trying.
She wanna know how I feel about her, feel about me. She wanna hear something real about me. It's gonna change how you feel about me. When it all changed, are you still about me? 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 When it all changed, are you still about me?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I never thought these problems of mine would last long. I don't know if I should tell you this. I realize my struggle to love comes from back home. I never thought I'd have issues with my mama, cause the issues in my mama, she's still healing from her trauma. I was a teen, numbing myself, avoiding drama. During the last relationship, we was dealing with a monster. Projected feelings, I was the canvas for their problems. Those years were pivotal, what he did was unforgivable. He was an abuser, it wasn't always physical. Hard to shake those sounds and images in my head. That's why I fidget in this bed. Lord knows I'm still sore, cause it was me that had to clean the blood up off the floor. And I died inside when he walked back through that door. We were close before, but that destroyed us for sure. Never fully came back from detachment, not sure if I know how. Especially when we tread over the same grounds. No acknowledgement of bounds, talking down like I'm a child. Warped understanding to the word disrespect. A victim mentality encouraging our disconnect. Acting like it's treason if I don't align with her convenience. Like it's me to mend from her past if we beefing. I don't need it. What we need is to work through this so we can begin the healing.
Yeah, this one for me is like it might sound weird to say it, but like this is like my skip song for me. But it's not because I think it's bad or anything. I think it is a very important song because in the act, since the act is love and family, I use that as the connection and segue into the family. Um, and also the last three songs are like, parent stuff. I tried really hard not to demonize anybody, like I didn't want to just, you know, speak ill. I just wanted to just lay it out without like a judgmental feel to it. Um, Throughout this album, kind of, I wanted to, like, I mentioned some of it in like last words where I'm just kind of like doing sprinkles of like, my grandmother and her mother, their relationship is like weird, a little unknown, which plays part in how my grandmother would raise my mother. And, it plays part in their relationship. And then that plays part in me and my mother's relationship. So it's like not judging anybody for it, but it's real life. Like it's just a string of
Yeah.
things that happen. And I wanted to make nuggets of that throughout the album.
Yeah, man. That's that song was it hit home for me.
Oh man,
It definitely hit home for me. Yeah.
it is one of
Okay,
those like
so
uncomfortable things where it's like I would hate to say it to somebody, but like it's just me trying to be as honest as I can with myself and the person in front of me. Um, very important song.
all right, well, the next one is Issues. It's the interlude. Are those your vocals, man?
Not at all. That's a sample.
Walk with me.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, damn, dude, I didn't know you could sing too.
I ain't there yet, you know.
Side that ain't been told. And that's my side. Yeah, I got some issues that I'm trying to shake. In a perfect world, we'd be better by this age, but there's no examples about this around our way. Cause even our parents still struggle to this day. Despite what they've overcome, they wash their hands of what they've done. So it's all on us, and God we trust. If you young, you deny the chance to speak. Internalizing early, man, it's raised channels deep. It's done to you and passed to me, but this ain't the path for me. Don't let me talk if you only gon' criticize. Don't let me talk if you only gon' minimize. Don't let me talk and shoot me away with dismissive lines. Get in my mind with patronizing words and defensive pride. And turn around and ask if a nigga fine. Is a nigga. I think it's time you seen what's in a nigga mind. And you gon' find I got these issues. Yeah. I got some issues that I'm trying to shake, chains I'm trying to break, chips on my shoulder for what my mama say. Maybe the cope I compensate, like my mind is great with rhymes arrange. Her words hurt, now I use words to shed that kind of pain. Out of anger, told I'm dumb. The one that gave me life turns me further numb to think at times she may be right. At the mercy of impatience, falling short of expectations. Mama, I was young,
Yo,
easily
that ass.
discouraged and devastated. This anger is inherited. Still had enough sense to stop it from festering. No, you ain't mean to, we both seeking betterment. Rooted in pain, we gotta be the ones to sever it. I don't think we meant for this. So now we figure out where to go from here. Ghosts of my younger days, following my older years. Wanna cope, but gotta see the coast is clear. Trying to warm up my soul in the coldest year.
Yeah, that's like that. I tried really hard to like write this stuff without it just seeming like I was just some angry kid. Like where I'm like some dude making diss tracks on his mom. Like, like I don't want that to be like the,
Hey, sometimes you gotta make a diss track to your mom.
That's funny. But
Yeah, but she's gonna be like, hey, nah.
yeah,
Nope.
she gonna do a diss track back. Like so yeah, that was really like real for me. And it just like popped up to me like, yo, am I compensating when I rhyme? Like I'm just the guy, I'm like super wise, and like, am I making up this stuff because I have a thing with, my mom calling me like dumb or something? Like when I made that connection, I was like, damn, I'm in too deep. I'm gonna keep rhyming this way, but like, damn, like it's just
Yeah,
it's
I get
crazy.
it.
Not the character
Yeah,
development.
man. So yeah, for everybody that's watching this outside of it being live, go ahead. Rome Holman's gonna be tagged in this video. So at any point, he can go ahead and watch the video again, and then comment down below, or I could shoot him the question and then I can answer it back for you. It's the same thing. If you guys want to drop a comment, also tell I'm gonna make this into two separate videos, and you guys can go ahead and drop your favorite song and your favorite bar in the comment section. What it made you feel. Yeah, so let's go ahead and
Two-parter.
go to let's go to the next two. End with me, and then we'll go to Hole.
How many black homes treat they black babies like they black drones? You just do what you're told because you're black owned. You just stay quiet and you never act grown. No child's place if forced in a man's role. And you can't back down when you become the backbone. Suffocating without much ground to stand on. Ain't no setting boundaries. No
Tyler, I know you're trolling, bro.
Yeah, that's all he do, yo.
Black trauma following my black mama's gotta end with me. Black karma following my black father's gotta end with me. Black trauma in the hold it has on, I swear it ends with me. Black problems ain't how it's passed on, it's gotta end with me. Growing up feeling you spent every day of life alone. Grandma's house was different by the time that I was born. You became possessive of me and sis to right or wrong. All this is the prelude to my life at home. She took anger out on you, you would later follow suit. You chose words instead that burned in my learning head. Inside myself I returned and bled. You wanted to break the cycle and you still hurt your flesh, but that ends with me. Black trauma following my black mama's gotta end with me. Black karma following my black father's gotta end with me. Black trauma in the hold it has on, I swear it ends with me. Black problems ain't how it's passed on us. You was from a wild hood, blank faces going when a smile should. Feeling like your mother robbed you of your childhood. All that energy from your past, as a man I have to ask, do you think you could have handled your first child good? Streets is too mean. Anyone seeking get back could seek it through me. And I know you wish differently. I know you were left and you didn't leave, but you wasn't the best version of you that a kid would need. But that ends with me. Black trauma following my black mama's gotta end with me. Black karma following my black father's gotta end with me. Black trauma in the hold it has on, I swear it ends with me.
That's a fact.
Black problems ain't how it's passed on, it's gotta end with me. Black trauma following my black mama. Black karma following my black father. Black trauma in the hold it has on us. Black problems ain't how it's passed on us.
Yeah, I really wanted to paint the full picture.
Before we get to that, Tyler just spit something that is facts.
Yeah.
It seems like our generation's duty is to dissipate black trauma before we have our own kids. And that is true. But it's not just black trauma, it's everybody's trauma. Like we have to pass that on. Hispanics, we also have, our trauma as well, growing up, and we just have to pass it on, and it's true. It is true.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
No. That it was important for me to try to paint the whole picture, where it's like the first verse is kind of like a general statement, because I do notice this, like not just black, but black and brown. There's like this, the way like the kids are raised it's kind of like you're just like a minion kind of thing, like you do what you're told kind of thing. And you know, it there's a lot of room for error with that. You know, now granted, our parents do what they can to kind of like break their own curses and stuff, and they do, but sometimes they also create a new can of worms. So,
Yeah.
you know, the second verse is my mother. You know, the dynamic with her and my grandmother was a lot different, but I didn't see that when I was coming up in grandma's house. You know, like grandma was grandma. You know, like she's this nice lady, but
Yeah.
my mother has a different lens of her. So it lends itself to how my mom dealt with me. Um, and then the third verse is like my father, who didn't like leave per se, but he was moving in a way that my mother didn't see it fit that I should come up around, you know, what he's got going on. Me and him are in a good spot now. You know, I actually had a long combo with him, you know, where he was kind of just like in his way responding to this verse that I made, where, you know, it's like, do you think you could have treated me good back then? And he, you know, he told me, you know, he
Yeah.
laid it out for me. So I wanted to give the full picture. Like, not everybody's perfect, but not everybody's like evil, you know, like, I didn't want to be too specific or say too much because it's their story, but I just wanted to like put that out there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, especially me, I'm a father, and before I had my child, I actually had to go and talk to my dad because for me, the way that I viewed my dad, he was always working.
Mhm.
So it was like he wasn't really there, but he was there, but he wasn't really there. So I kind of just grew up, around my friends and all that stuff, but I didn't really get like a father figure.
Yeah.
So like I had a conversation with him and I was like, "Hey, so what could you have done better?" After I told him how I viewed him, I told him, "Hey, what do you think you could have done better?" And he was like, "You know what? Honestly, I thought that I was doing my best to you know, put food on the table, but it wasn't, to him he was doing a good job, but once I laid it out to him, he was like, "I did not know that, you viewed me like that."
Yeah. That, and just even having that conversation, it could go like many different ways with certain parents,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
can
like,
go it can go left.
yeah, you
It
know,
can go left.
and you know, if it goes the bad way, it's like then you get to see like how deep rooted like trauma can be with our loved ones and stuff. And it's just like cast like this ugly cloud over every relationship, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, we all gotta face it, you know, we all gotta look at it in the eyes.
Yep. All right. So the last one is whole. And I'm gonna point out, I saw what you did there. You put cry, cry and be whole. You put
Yeah,
cry in the beginning and whole at the end.
yeah. That you know, that was like a something light, you know, I had to, you know,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to, like front where it's like by the end of this album I'm just like healed and all this stuff. No, I wanted to. The end is supposed to give this feeling of like I found a direction to walk towards. I'm not like magically all good by the end of this album. It's just like, all right, I've done some thinking, I've reflected. Now this is the direction I want to be in. To actually get whole. Like I want to go towards being whole, you know.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right. So the
We made
last
it to
one
the end.
is whole. Yeah, we made it to the end. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
I always
but
knew it
Sample
would be
two.
that day when this came.
this this instrumental, like it when I heard it, I was like, I have to because it has the Cheers sample, right? And Cheers was something that my mom used to watch a lot and something I would like go to sleep to. Not that I enjoyed it, but it was like once I heard this, I knew, all right, it's time for me to go to bed because I don't want to see this. But it just felt like a full circle kind of thing, you know? Like,
Yeah. I would watch it when it would come on during the night. But yeah, I get it. Maybe I'm just an unk. I don't know. Let's go.
no comment, man. No comment.
No comment.
It ain't no figured out, but I know what I want. Can I be a good man? Am I a so-so son? Huh? I just wanna be whole. I just wanna be whole.
So you can sing. I knew it.
I got my limits, you know.
Live up in my veins, so no. I just wanna be whole. Yeah. I just wanna be whole. Yeah. I'm a product of trauma bonding, probably shouldn't confess. Manifestation of feelings my parents couldn't express. Maybe that's why I always had a gloomy tint. So my parents start their journey, God had to shoot me in. But here's something that both of you need to know. If I'ma have feelings about anything, they gon' be my own. I'm getting my footing right, gotta stand on my own too. I won't pay for anything another person goes through. No, it's not all figured out, but I know what I want. Can I be a good man? Am I a so-so son? Huh? I just wanna be whole. I just wanna be whole. And just like you, I was raised by the fraction. Storylines that no longer have a page in my chapters. Mama, I just wanna be whole. I just wanna be whole. Yeah. Good and bad, mama, I know that you raised me right. But you not owning the bad was always my greatest gripe. That hurts the most. It's like my hurt's a joke. Like it's imaginary, cause it don't look like the hurt you hold. I held things against you, but I can never hate you. Didn't realize till you recently asked if I forgave you. I didn't have an answer then, now I do. I forgive you for all of that back then. Now I move on, leave it behind us right where it belongs. In front of us is a chance at a whole new bond. But there's some lines to be drawn, so we get along. Cheers to healing, that's weird who it falls upon. Feel me? It ain't all figured out, but I know what I want. Can I be a good man? Am I a so-so son? Huh? I just wanna be whole. I just wanna be whole. And I think I'm just about done being so hesitant. So I'ma go take a chance that I know most won't ever get. Look, I just wanna be whole. Let me bring it home. I just wanna be whole. I end this with a message to my father. What's done has been done, no ill will was ever harbored. At times I'm too timid, was more comfortable with a life without you than I was with a life with you in it. I was never raised to dislike you, shit I'm just like you, recognizing my patterns, and I wanna break a cycle, so I will see you, and I will learn you, and see my little siblings, and bring it full circle. It ain't all figured out, but I know what I want. Can I be a good man? Am I a so-so son? Huh? I just wanna be whole. I just wanna be whole. And I think I'm just about done being so hesitant. So I'ma go take a chance that I know most won't ever get. Look, I just wanna be whole. I just wanna be whole. So son,
Did you make this beat?
Nah, I didn't make any beats, but I engineered, the whole thing. I basically engineer all my music.
Okay. That's good. That's good. But yeah, man. So Kevin Ortiz has a question.
Oh man.
What's your favorite song on this album? And then what's your favorite song, outside of the album?
All right. So my favorite songs on this album would be the last words. Definitely emotions. Yeah, I would say once was because of the process of that too. Like just like adding the extra like vocals in the back, like the harmonies and all that. Like this it was like the first time where I was making music, but I would like come back to like I'm like this doesn't feel done. Like let me continue like to like flesh it out. So yeah, the last words, emotions, once was, um, and off the album. I don't know if you're talking about my own music, but uh, I have this song called "Hate Me For It," which is kind of like a house track. Um,
Okay.
I think it's one of my favorites
Is that one of
because
yours?
yeah, that's one of mine. Um,
Oh, you have a house track? What?
yeah, man. you know, I could dip in a few different bags. This guy I knew just said, "Yo, you should do it," and I was like, "Bet." And I felt like it's one of my
Got any
best.
dubsteps?
Nah, I'm not there.
No dubsteps? Okay.
nah, but it felt like one of my best written songs. I have this song called "Trade," which is just one of my favorites because of the beat and the story I tell on that. Uh, I could just be like, my whole discography. That's my favorite stuff. Like that's the easy
What
answer.
about what about outside of your own music? Like what is your favorite your top song? One
Um,
that you play the most?
right now, I'd say there's this Lupe song I was listening to earlier. It's called Seattle, and the hook is amazing on that song. Like I love it. Um, that's like one of my
What
favorite joints. Um,
which album is that off?
that's drill music in Zion.
Oh, okay. That's the one that I haven't heard.
Oh man, yeah, that was like
Yeah.
2 albums ago. I really enjoyed that
Yeah,
one.
because I heard Samurai. Samurai was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked Samurai. It was kind of weird in like the fact that he's like using Amy Winehouse as like the concept, like if she's a battle rapper.
Yeah.
I'm like, who comes up with that? But you know,
Lupe.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's why,
Lupe. He has wild concepts. He always
yeah,
has.
that's a fact. Oh yeah, we got a song dropping next Friday. That's it's gonna be pretty good. Um, called "Okay." You heard it here first.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, uh, more on that when that drops.
All right.
Uh,
So Tyler says that he heard you have a new song with Reggie and Kevin King.
yeah, that's what I'm referring to. It's called "Okay." Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, that's
All right.
a heavy bop.
And JC has a question. What inspires you to write?
Well, Jackie, what inspires me to
Oh,
write?
Jackie.
Um, what inspires me to write? Well, sometimes it's just the inspiration of trying to be better than other rappers, but then it's also like it's the best thing I have to express myself. So if I feel like I need to, that's what I'll do. Um, and just trying to be great or wanting to be great, that inspires me.
And Raging with Nita says, has writing always been a hobby for you leading into the music or vice versa?
Man, let's do or die. It's never a hobby. Nah, but it was poetry first. But poetry was the hobby. But once it like became music, it was like this is the route. This is the goal. This is the life. Like this is my life. This guy.
All
Oh
right.
my
And
god.
What happens if
this
they ain't ready for the rain?
he's doing like an insider with a song that we've done. It's called "Pour" off my last album, "To Be Immortal." One of my more hard hitting tracks, but no, not one of my favorites. If that's what you ask.
All right. Do you find yourself expressing yourself better when you rap or speak carefully?
When I rap, because
And
in high school. Oh well, when I rap, because when I speak, there's too much room for like interruption or like me losing my point or something. So when I rap,
them high school poetry slams did a number.
never that. We didn't even high school poetry slams. That's crazy. Well, yeah, we actually did have a couple, but they was like in the classrooms. Yeah, I used to smoke those.
Well, all right, man. It was good talking to you, man. It was real good talking to you.
Same. I enjoyed this a lot.
And I got a different perspective, on what goes into an album. Would you ever join a doo-wop group?
Come on, man. Nah. Never.
Well, all right, man. So this has been your boy J Tom Reactions Rome. Again, it was good talking to you, man. If you ever want to come back on the channel, just give me a holler, man.
Definitely, man. Thank you for having me.
When you drop, oh yeah, for sure. When you drop the next album, I'm gonna have you on here too.
Oh yeah, of course. This is a connect now. This is what it is. But
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
think what you're doing is very. It's like it's important. And I know it's kind of like a big risk for you being a reaction channel to cover like smaller artists, but it's also somewhat of an investment, because it's like once you get larger, once the artists get larger, our fans find
sure.
our stuff, so that's good. We need more of that. Because we got people like Drake suing all the reactors and stuff.
Hey, he didn't get me yet, allegedly.
Man, stay low, stay out the sights.
Oh yeah, for sure. Until the lawsuit gets, yeah, I'm not gonna become that big. Not yet. Staying out of the scope for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, good talking to you. And again, if you ever want to show up in the channel, just let me know. I'll shoot you in, man.
Got you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the comments too.
All right, man. So I'm gonna get you out of here, man.
All right, got you. Adios.
Well, this has been your boy J Tom Reactions. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Like the video so more people can find this reaction/interview. I'm gonna break this up into two separate parts: the interview and also the reaction, so that way we can get more people to find Rome Holman. And yeah, this has been your boy J Time Reactions. I'm out of here. Ya tu sabes. You already know. Let's fucking go.